Almost every school on the planet has had some type of trend occur that either died out, lived on, or was hanging on for dear life for a long time until a burnout. Some of mine growing up were Silly Bands, Beyblades, Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Digimon, and Bakugan. Now, I don't know about some of you elementary school kids now, but when I was in elementary, these trends were pretty big deals, you know what I'm saying? No joke. The school I went to, they treated these trends like gangs, bruh. They moved in groups. Like, Bakugan came late in the game, so in the beginning, you were either a Pokemon kid, the people that kept a Game Boy on deck, cause when it came to catching them all, they ain't play no games, boy. Hey, cuz, word on the street is you got that Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur, listen to me, homie. I got that Charmander. 150. 150? I only got a bird on me, cuz. We can negotiate. You come to me, asking to buy a product you do not know about. 150. Take it or leave it. Tell you what, I'll up you a Jigglypuff and an Eevee for that Charmander, and I'll add on a pack of Smarties. You drive a hard bargain. Deal. But first, you're gonna have to see me outside, huh? A Yu-Gi-Oh kid, the people that kept that binder and that stack on them at all times. You would never catch a Yu-Gi-Oh kid without their deck on them. All you had to do was roll up on them and be like, your move. They get their game on, and if you wanted to win, you better play your cards right. Treesh. T-R-E.
It's time to do. It's time to do.
A Beyblade kid, the people that no one ever really bothered for real, but when that stadium came out, everyone was there faster than a white cop in a suburb. Digimon kids were like the same as Pokemon kids, but less played and more watched. What irked my soul even more was the fact that the two primary groups, Yu-Gi-Oh kids and Pokemon kids, that were supposedly united were actually divided. Like, for Pokemon, it was bad. Let you get caught repping a different set in the wrong hallway. You gonna end up like the fake Jordan kids. You get caught in the Johto region hallway repping the Kanto region, death. You get caught in the Hoenn region hallway repping the Sinnoh region, death. You get caught in the Unova region hallway repping the Johto region, death. At some point, just don't say nothing. For Yu-Gi-Oh, you were either a Slifer Red, Raw Yellow, or Obelisk Blue. If you were an Obelisk Blue, you were the best of the best and feared by everyone.
The fuck y'all looking at?
If you were a Raw Yellow, you weren't really feared, but niggas still didn't want smoke for real unless you were a seasoned Slifer ready to move up or an Obelisk. If you were an unseasoned Slifer, you were actually butt cheeks. These were all trends anime related that were taken seriously by 80% of my population at my school and lived on to this day. Hopefully. Now, the trends that weren't anime related, like silly bands, were trends that were mad popular for a long period of time, but died out because of regulations from administrators. Let me break it down for you. Silly bands had a ranking system. To keep it short, the more silly bands you had, the more popular you were. You got more silly bands by taking them from others through silly combat. Silly combat was a process in which two individuals put their bands on a flat surface and take turns flicking each other's bands until one person's band was on top of the opposing person's band. In conclusion, taking said person's band. And this usually took somewhere around 30 seconds to a minute. So basically, gambling? Pretty much. Taking somebody's silly band was like taking somebody's chain, but without the consequences. At the time, silly bands were more popular than all of them combined. Bruh, they were so popular to the point where administrators banned them from school because people would focus on silly bands more than school itself. I saw it everywhere. Instead of eating at lunch, silly bands. Instead of playing at PE, silly bands. In the bathrooms, silly bands. In the hallways, silly bands. You talk about Pokemon kids? No! Everybody was trying to catch them all. We was up in there collecting them silly bands like it was Infinity Stones. I remember the day they first banned silly bands.
Students and faculty, if we see you with the silly band before, during, and after school, you will be written up and have them confiscated. Have a great day. And remember, go Pandas!
Bruh, can you imagine being 10, trying to walk onto a school bus and two administrators just pull up and beat you up, drag you to the office, write you up, and take your silly bands? Couldn't be me. My mama probably would have poured water into their electric box. I don't know what we did to piss him off, but when everybody heard that, niggas did not stop for nobody. Silly bands became an underground operation after that. Everybody was moving in silence trying to collect them all. You know what I'm saying? We had to think smart when collecting and moving these illegal bands after that. We couldn't keep them on our wrist anymore. We couldn't battle in classrooms. Hallways or lunchrooms were forbidden. Anywhere was forbidden in the open. So everyone went to the one place that was sanctuary to every school. The school bathrooms. Everything was going just as planned. Whenever you wanted to battle for a silly band, somebody had you walk into the bathroom, present what you got, and battle it out. The operation went by smoothly and perfectly. We were trading illegal bands left to right without getting caught for a good little minute. Until a month later when somebody in our operation ratted us out and got us all written up. The trend eventually died, and we all went back to the other trends. It be your own people, man. It be your own people. Dang, I guess the moral of this story is, whatever you do in the dark will eventually come to light. I don't know. I guess I'm finna go drown myself in some orange juice. I'll see y'all later. Follow me on the gram, subscribe, follow me on Twitch. Road to 500K, and remember, love yourself, not limit yourself.